What is going on, everyone? Scion's here with the Everyday Grind. Torghast opened this week in Shadowlands. It's been a great adventure. I've really enjoyed it. I did not enjoy my first run. It was really rough. There were still some bugs in Torghast. This isn't going to be a rant video about Blizzard, but I do have some things that I want to get off my chest right out of the gate. The bugs should have been handled. I understand that they were on holiday vacation. I totally get it. Again, the gaming industry standard that I do not agree with being applied. As a customer, I'm not overly happy. I am a Blizzard fanboy, but I'm not overly happy as a customer that they didn't take the time to fix these bugs. These bugs were reported. A placeholder in the middle of Torghast. We know these things, right? Those of us that tested beta, that's part of the beta process. It should never have made it as a finished version into the live game. I'm just going to get that off my chest. I might feel a little bit better about that. But again, fighting the gaming standard of subpar releases and subpar things that aren't fixed that have been reported. And, oh, it's just not on our radar right now. The bigger picture is doing some other things. No. Fix the game first. All right, end rant. We're done. So today's video is going to be about time gating and loot distribution currently in Shadowlands. Now, we've always had time gating. Time gating, I understand. We'll get into that. But the loot is really tight. The loot has really just, it's a full fist, man. You're not getting it. You have a few choices, and you're getting 1 or 2 pieces a week, maybe. And a lot of them are suboptimal. Where I'm at right now, I'm kind of starting to worry a little bit that I'm going to get some suboptimal things. Again, choices are limited. I had 3 or 4 options of upgrades, but I could only take 1. That hurt a little bit watching it on the screen and knowing I could only have 1 piece when I could have used it all. So let's get into the video. I hope you like it. Again, this is my own opinion on what I think about time gating and what I think is really going on with the loot drops. Here we go. All right, let's take the first thing we talked about, content gating. So I want to explain to people because I don't think people understand, because I still see the same comments over and over again. I don't know why Blizzard gates content. I don't understand it. All right, so stop right there. I don't want you to think as a Warcraft player right now. I want you to be Blizzard. And you put out this awesome game that we all love to play, and we want to spend hours and hours and hours into it, right? But there's a problem. It's subscription based. So if you go in and you do everything you want to do for $14.99 a month and you pay for 1 month, that's it. It's done. There's no more content. You're paying for future content. That's what's important. At the end of the day, Blizzard is a business. They offered a product, World of Warcraft, with a subscription fee. You can play this game for this amount of money. I pay for it. Again, if you don't like the subscription, don't pay for it. Don't play the game. It's really simple. It's a choice. Playing World of Warcraft is a choice. It's not a have to. I mean, I do it because I have to, but it's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's always been a choice. So if you're Blizzard and you put out all this content, and as a Warcraft player, we all know how we are. We rush in, we smash the content. We do everything we could do. Torghast Twisting Quarters came out this week. People are already done. There's a lot of people that aren't done. There's some people that aren't geared and maybe not as good of a player as other people and all that stuff, but it's already done. These players have rushed in. They've already done all their Mythic Pluses for the week. They've done Torghast. Maybe they raid this week. Maybe they don't. That's a different kind of player. Content is not based on that kind of a player. However, you also have to understand that if you don't gate the content and everybody rushes through the storyline, you're done. There's nothing to look forward to. Then you can raid and do dungeons, and maybe you do your world quest. That's it. That's all there is in the game. You have to keep your customer rooted in the game. You want them to come back. Hey, we've got a new story this week. Hey, we've got a new feature this week. That's important. Now, later on, as the game progresses and there's more raids and there's things going on, they'll loosen that up and it won't be time gated for your alts or new players or whatever it is. But again, as a player, you have to understand, because you can't get away from it. Blizzard is a business. Blizzard produced a subscription-based product for customers that pay for it to play it. And again, they want their money. It's all about money. Don't think it's not about money. Yeah, the game's great, and these guys worked really hard and produced a really good game, and they're proud of it, and they have a love for it. They're getting paid too, right? Blizzard employees are getting paid off the subscription fees. It's all turns, man. It's all a big wheel. It's okay, but I want you to understand that. That's why there's time gating. I don't have a problem with time gating. I don't need to rush in. I don't need to have everything in the game. I don't need to have everything that the game offers right now. We have time. It also gives Blizzard more time to produce more things for us, which now comes into my theory of why we can't get any loot. So here we are in the vault. And as you can see right here, I've done my Mythic Plus for the week. I can do a few more probably. I've got raids, you know, over here I still need to do. I'm going to do that this weekend. I'll be fine. Maybe I'll do some PvP down below. I haven't decided. But again, even if I do all of this stuff, right? If I do it all and it's all done, I'm only going to get one choice at loot. And maybe the Mythic Plus, I get a piece of gear, maybe. Or I get a conduit, which I don't really care about. Or I get one piece of loot in a raid, and then maybe I get another piece from here. But there's a reason why. And I've figured this out. I've thought long and hard about why it's so hard to get loot right now and why Blizzard dropped back and said, hey, we're not going to be as free with loot. You guys ready for this? Check this out. It's conspiracy time. That's right, conspiracy time. So here's what I'm thinking right now. The reason why the loot is not available to us as it was before, one simple reason. It gives Blizzard more time. So you have to remember that Blizzard only produces content, more content. They continually do it, but they only release it when players are at a certain point in the game, right? So they're at a certain point, they have completed Mythic Plus dungeons at level 10 or 15 or whatever it is, whatever their benchmark is. Plenty of people have been able to get their cutting edge raid achievements or gladiator for PvP. So now they're like, okay, we're at the threshold now. We need to release new content. We've given people enough time to get all these things done. But now it takes longer because you can't get the loot. How many times have you been declined, even though you're a good player, in a Mythic Plus because you didn't have the gear score? I mean, there's Raider IO score too, but again, gear score. Same with raids. You're trying to plug into a raid, or you're trying to join a group with a raid or join a guild with a raid. And, you know, dude, you don't have the item level that we need for this raid. It's because you can't get the gear. It stretches out the content. It gives Blizzard more time to develop more things, hopefully fix some things, because I don't think they did a very good job of making sure some things are fixed before they released content this last week. That's my theory. They're stretching it out. They're giving all the players more time to get things done and giving themselves a big buffer. I think it's going to be a very big buffer. I will bet you that this stretches content out. We're pretty smart as players. We figured out how to get some loot. There's going to be some people that are lucky, but now people are starting to get gear and they're passing it off, like in Mythic Plus or raids. Hey man, I don't need this piece of gear. Do you need it? So that's going to speed up the process. But right now, I will bet you that we've given Blizzard 1 to 2 months of extended time to get more content out, to make sure it's ready, to make sure it's right. That's why they're doing it. So that's why they get content. And that's why we have the loot situation that we're in right now. And again, all orchestrated by Blizzard. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying I'm angry about it. I'm just theorizing my tin hat, what I think is really going on. And I could be right and I could be wrong. I think I'm right. If you disagree with that, man, let me know in the comments below. Say, Scions, you're full of crap. I'm okay with that. I can take that. That is my entire thought process of time gating and the loot situation. That's exactly what I think. Again, it's all designed to give Blizzard more time. I don't know if they're operating on all cylinders. Again, I don't work for Blizzard, right? There's a lot of things that can happen in a company that we're not privy to because we don't work for the company, but we love the game. All right, everyone, that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.